The Nasty Collective Podcast. Yeah, I said the Nasty Collective Podcast. What we talking about?
What up, everybody? And welcome back to the Nasty Collective Podcast. So these are numbers and shit, but I'm not really sure what the fucking number we're on. We've been gone for a little minute, but we fucking back. And we back with my boy, VSACHXCKY333. Say what's up to the fucking folks out there.
What's good, everybody? We in.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. So today we're gonna be talking about you. We're gonna get you, we're gonna get you a little highlight out here, trying to get you, your little spotlight because you deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
And so tell the people what it is that you do out here first.
So I'm from Storm Lake, Iowa, and I do music, and I've been at it for a while. Just been grinding every day and just going crazy with it.
What got you into like doing music in the first place?
Well, I never wanted to do music. Like when I started seeing like the SoundCloud era pop off, like I saw how easy they can make it just in a room. Mm-hmm. So I bought myself a mic, and then I started recording in my closet, and then I thought it was fire, but it was I just started off, and then over time, like I just grew, and I started understanding music and just learning.
So is like you growing on the platform the thing that you would say that like kept you kind of motivated in this field? Because was music like the first thing you were like, all right, I got music, and then it was working for a little bit, and you're like, I'm good, this is where I'm at? Or how did like you stay committed to it for a while?
So in high school, I was just putting out music. It was just dumb shit with the homies. Like I just did it something for fun. Right. And then after high school, like I was trying to go to college and learn something so it can benefit me and shit. Yeah. And then I didn't do good, and I was like, damn, my music is kind of growing, so might as well take advantage of it. And then they offered me like shows and stuff, and then I started seeing it, and like I liked it.
Speaking on that, shows, what was your first show that you did?
Here in Sioux City.
Oh, yeah? And where was that at?
The Music Conservatory.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I know a couple people that, like, would say that was their, like, first show. Mm-hmm. I know some people say that they threw their first show there, so shout out. So how'd that make you feel, that first performance? You got that anxiety rush or anything like that? Like, how was it? Walk me through, like, your whole process there.
Well, I never felt anything. Like, I was just in the moment. Like, just a vibe. And I learned, like, what needed to work on, and, like, started finding my style. Yeah. And then after that, I found my style, and then just started improving on it, and then learning as time goes.
Ah, shit. And what do you think that, like, you're learning? What are some things that you have picked up now that from the beginning?
Like, I thought it was just putting out music and just letting it sit is going to do itself, and, like, someone's going to discover it. It's not like that. Like, you got to put effort trying to put that shit out. Yeah. Making more music, putting more content, and just keep learning. Like, if you just stay like this, you're never going to improve. Yeah. So just can't go wrong with the knowledge.
You see, and how you talk about, like, gaining this audience, I see on your, like, Instagram, on your Snapchat, bro, there's not a day that you're not posting. You know what I mean? And not even just once. We're talking like a couple, and it's all like directed. Like you got the link ready to go. You know what I mean? Like you got the photo ready to like advertise it out. Why go with that tactic? What are you trying to do with that there?
Because I just look at it in a business aspect. Right. Because marketing is like the main thing. Like, you got to look like the part, and just connections, and just. It's like you're trying to sell a brand, so I'm trying to sell it to you, like consume my stuff,
And how do you think that, like, from you doing nothing, just sitting there, and then from, now you trying to push it out as much as you are here, like, is it making that impact for you, that change?
Like, I'm meeting, like, more people, like, more connections, and, like, it's opening me more opportunities along the way. Yeah. And, like, most importantly, just taking me out of my comfort zone, because I was just stuck in my expanding and shit.
I mean, you out here too on the Nasty Collective Podcast too. Like, fuck, like you got, like I tell everybody that's on here, I'm like, you got to be doing something right to be on here. You know what I mean? Something like, because I'm not just trying to get anybody. I'm not just trying to get some people that are playing. At this point, because it's about the growth. It's about the culture that's going on right now. and it's about giving the people that spotlight. And that's why we do this right now. You know what I mean? I'm getting paid off this shit, and hopefully one day, like, it will get to something like that. But at the moment, that's my core heart where it's carrying right now. You know, I'm not just gonna get anybody that asks me, "Hey, can I be on the podcast?" Like, I understand you want to be, but it's just like, even to some people, I tell them like, it's just not time yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just not yet. I want you on, just not yet, because I know they got some big shit rolling out, and I want to make sure that I'm there for that. You know, and then they can have like the most, like, the packed audience that they can get. Like, let's say, like, when you're doing a venue, you want to make sure you do that shit right. Same thing with podcasting. It's like, you want the audience to be there when you're ready for it, you know? So, and the reason, like, we're like in connection is because of music. That's how I met you, you know, through this shit, through doing film and shit, you know? And then, like, now it's to the point where I am seeing your music roll out. I am seeing you try to, like, build the brand here, you know? And I respect it to a great degree, because that's what the fuck I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? We all out here. We all out here trying to fucking chase the bag for real. But from here on, what are you trying to expect out of this? Like, how are you just trying to, like, flow with, you know, go with the flow? Like, how is it to the point where, what are you trying to accomplish right now?
Well, right now I'm just trying to make my audience bigger. I feel like as people see me, they're gonna see, like, what I'm doing. Like, it's nothing but grind, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, I feel like the music is good. The content is good. Like, it's just how it is.
See, you told me you got a tattoo that says motivated on it. And right now you're telling me about, you got to have that drive to grind.
Yeah.
Where is all this philosophy coming from? Like, where does that come from in your life? Is it like a father figure that's telling you, like, hey, this is how you live life? Or is it just something you picked up? Or where you get that from?
Well, I always been, like, a big dude growing up. And, like, I started getting into sports, and I started seeing, like, oh, like, maybe I'm not fit for this and all that. So I started putting myself down, and I started reprogramming my brain. Like, I got to actually make this shit happen, and I will. So that attitude, I just put in it, started going to the gym, all that. And then I was in soccer. Like, it's not just about running and, you know, passing the ball, shooting it and stuff. Like, it's really mental.
Yeah.
So, like, I applied that, like, because consistency applies to there too. Like, you gotta be consistent in training, so that can pay off, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you see that the consistency is key through almost every aspect of life, you know? Like, any, like, therapist or any helper, they will just tell you straight up, like, consistency is the way you want to go about your life, you know? Just practicing healthy, like, habits. That's the kind of, you know, vibe you need to go, you know? So, and we were, you know, me and you were talking earlier, is that, like, people are great at what the fuck they're doing, but it's just the fact that they quit, and they quit too early, you know, and they never get back to that train, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
And it never goes back. And that's kind of how I was too, even with this, you know, like, it gets to a point where you do get stuck at a certain point, and you don't know how to keep going forward with your creativity. And you're like, damn, I got that artist block, you know? But that comeback is real, and that comeback, you know, it's always there. And the fact that, like, I'm trying this shit again, I just hope that I can keep it going this time a little longer than last time, you know? It's not even about keeping it going forever. It's just about a little bit longer than last time, you know? And just see what the fuck we out here doing. And I think you're on that kind of same shift, just, you know, seeing how long we can keep it going, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, and, like, I even see, like, how many events have you done out here?
In Sioux City?
Or, like, actually anywhere. How many events have you had?
Well, in Sioux City, last year I did 2.
Oh, shit.
And then this year I did 2 as well in Sioux City. And then the rest I did in Sioux Falls, 1 in Spencer, and 1 in, it was called Midfest. Like, it's just a bunch of Iowa rappers, like, around the area.
Yeah.
Like, that was the first show to kick off the year. And then after that, they started seeing me like, oh, yeah, we should tap in.
Nice.
And then started getting more opportunities. And then got my first paid show in Spencer. Like, they paid me to perform. So I'm like, fuck it. Like,
I want to ask you something about something. Yeah. You had a show in Sioux Falls, you said?
Yeah.
Who else performed that night? At that event, who else performed?
There was more artists.
Who was the headliner?
PGF Nook.
That's who it was?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I thought, wasn't it like Lil Xan around there or something?
Look, so the PGF Nook, I wasn't supposed to be on it.
Okay.
So, Lil Jodeci, shout out to her.
Shout out for real.
She's like, hey, you trying to be on the show?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, fuck it. Like, go half and half. She couldn't make it. And I'm like, cool. Like, she's like, oh, it's going to be you. So we go there. And then they changed the venue, which is kind of crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, but we get there. And then this show is already starting. Like, you have a couple performers and stuff. Then I tell one of the homies, like, hey, do you know who's a promoter? Like, oh, yeah, it's so-and-so. So I see dude. And then it's like, hey, like, Jodeci sent me. Like, she couldn't make it. So put me on. And then they did the show. It was I didn't expect for me to open for another artist this year. I was planning it on next year. So that just opened my eyes. Like, I should stop.
And you're just kind of going with the flow, huh?
Yeah, like it just came. Like, every opportunity just take a chance, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, bro, opening for, what was it again? The main?
PGF Nook.
And Lil Xan?
Yeah.
Bro, that's fire, dude.
Yeah, it is fire.
You know?
Yeah.
A lot of people say Lil Xan fell off and shit,
Yeah,
but
still, like,
hey, that's a fucking iconic,
yeah.
you know? That was an icon for sure.
Facts.
At this point, I mean, even though he's like that one hit kind of guy, like, it was strong as fuck.
Yeah, in high school, everybody used to play his shit. And then for me, just open for him, like, that's crazy.
That's cool as fuck,
yeah, like,
dude.
it has a deeper meaning than just Lil Xan, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, shit, I can do this for him.
I think I saw you with him on a photo holding, the Mexico flag?
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that's where your heritage at? Or
Yeah.
you want to talk about that a little bit and how, like, that impacts, any of your music?
Well, both of my parents were born in Mexico, crossed the border, came to the United States. I'm the firstborn.
Hey, that's what's up.
So, like, mainly, like, the pressure was on me.
Right.
So I'm already used to that. I really get my drive from my dad. Hard work and dedication, like, that's really the way.
Right.
If you're not going to put in that work, then nobody's going to give it to you. So if I want something, I got to put in the work.
Yeah.
So
when you're making music, does that have any effect on that? Where, like, what you're saying, you kind of, like, refer back to the culture and, like, pull something from it, like some Spanish words? Because I think you rap in Spanish sometimes too, right?
Yeah, that's because how I started music, I started writing in Spanish. Like, I didn't want to do rap. I wanted to sing corridos and shit.
Oh, shit.
Because that's all I listened to when I was a kid, just corridos. And, like, I started listening to it, and I'm like, damn, I'm going to sing corridos when I'm older.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I grabbed a notebook, and I started putting lyrics, and it wouldn't make sense. I'm like, oh, fuck. And then on my mom's side, most of them are in Texas.
Right.
It's in the valley, so it's, like, right in the border.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
They down south.
They are down south. And then my cousin put me on, I don't know if you know Cartel de Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cartel de Santa, Secan, all them. It was Mexican rap.
Mm-hmm.
So I started hearing that shit, and I started how they started flowing. I was like, yo, this is hard. Like, I feel like I have more ideas if I rap compared if I just sing.
Yeah.
So I started using that, started writing in Spanish. I was like, I had like a notebook full, but I never felt confident to put it out.
Yeah.
Because I was first starting. And then I started listening to English rap, and like, who put me on was Lil Wayne and Wiz Khalifa.
Okay.
So I
shit.
started listening to that.
Yeah.
And then it was X, and then Shoreline Mafia, Draco the Ruler, and SOB.
RP a couple of those names, for real.
So, like, mostly West Coast put me on.
Right.
Like, that's all I listened to, because at the time, nobody really listened to that. It was mostly, like, was popping now. And then it's different.
Yeah, and I see, like, where you are using that West Coast kind of vibe, because I do be hearing that in your music, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I definitely can hear, like, Shoreline Mafia being type beat, you know, type shit, you know?
Yeah.
But that's what's up, dude, and you're also bringing that shit to a culture that doesn't have it right now, like, you know, Iowa, Sioux City type of shit, you know? And you're doing all this, you're rapping in Spanish, you're you know, you're rapping, you're saying your shit in a very Republican states, you know, where you do have a very like kind of whitewashed state, you know. So it's like it's cool that you're doing your thing and you're repping like what you are, because diversity is a motherfucker, you know. But that's cool as fuck. I respect you for that, and I think we definitely need some more Spanish rappers. Shout out Dextino, because I know that fool can rap his fucking. Oh, bro, that fool can rap, bro, and Spanish and English, bro. I'll say that much. But shout out Dextino. Any like kind of message you have for any youngins trying to come up, you know, trying to start their shit off, because you're still young yourself. How old are you?
19.
19 and doing this shit, bro. You're 19 and doing this shit. You still got a long way to go. You know what I mean? Like you're on your way, dude. And I see some names like Smoke Perp pop in your inbox. You know what I mean? What do you think could help someone that isn't doing shit right now and is like, yo, I kind of want to be onto like some music shit? What is their like start? How would they start? You know?
Just being consistent, like being consistent with the work and making every day count, trying new things, and just don't give a fuck what people say, because regardless of, people always gonna have something to say. So use that as your motivation. Just stick to your hustle. It's really how it is. Just stick to it, because motivation is only temporary. Right. Like you gotta be consistent and have that discipline and drive to get shit done, not just in music but in life also, you know? Yeah. So I feel like that should apply.
You know, one thing I did want to ask you as well is your name, VSACHXCKY333. Very unique for like the exact letters and numbers, you know what I mean? And like it's pretty cool. Yeah. Can you explain to the audience and myself, you know, how you got that name there?
Yeah. So VSA is my initials.
Oh, okay.
So it's Valentin Sanchez Arbizo.
Oh, shit.
And then 333 is my birthday. Nice. I was born on March 3rd, 2003. I just took out the 0. Right. And then just added the 3s. And then Chucky, because I was like watching the horror movies. And Chucky was one of my tops. And then also...
Damn, scary motherfuckers. Hell no.
That was one of my tops. And then Chucky Lozano, the soccer player from Mexico, like also that took part. He's like, oh, that sounds hard, VSA. Because it was supposed to be VSA 333.
Right, okay.
And I was like, VSA Chucky 333. Just to add a little sauce to it. Just to keep the people wondering. But...
And that's the first ever name you have, right?
Yeah, the first name.
And how's that rolling? How's that like flowing with you?
Well, they just call me VSA or they call me Chucky. That's really how they call me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you like that? You okay with that?
Yeah. I just started.
Cool. Yeah, because I know like people call me nasty, you know, and then I got people who know me and they're like, "Yo, what up, Miguel?" And I'm like, my head has to like reboot for a little bit. You know
I don't see anybody calling my name. Bro.
Right.
It's like, hey, it's VSA.
Yeah, and like I'm working around some people that know me, and they go like, "Oh, what's up, nasty?" They're like, "You just call him nasty?" And I'll be like, "Well, yeah, fool, you know, like long story, bro, long story. Don't worry about it." But nah, I see. That's what's up, bro. And any last like final comments? Any last message that you want to put out there? Even shout out yourself. You know your Instagram and shit.
Make sure you follow me on platforms. VSACHXCKY333. Search me up on Instagram. Every single platform I'm on.
Hell yeah.
Listen to my music. I post consistently, so there's always something new every week. Got more music on the way. I'm dropping a new song this week or next week, but listen to my music video.
What's it called?
Huh?
What's the song called?
Congruent.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay.
And the
last name.
Yeah. And my music video, Demon Time, released it like last week.
Fire. I seen it. Shout out your editor as well.
Yeah, shout out my boy, Shine.
What's his name? Shine. Shout out Shine, bro.
He's a legend, bro.
He on his way, for sure. I see Shine, I'm like, damn, you gotta chill a little bit. Coming from my fucking job. It was good. Nah, that fool cool as fuck, though.
Cool as dude. Like, I met him last year. Like, I just started going to his studio because he mixes my stuff, too.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so.
Man of many talents.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he raps also, so tap in. But I started recording with him because I used to record in my closet.
Yeah.
And use Audacity. It's like not the best software you can find. And I would use that. And I was like, damn, the mixing is so ass. Like, like if I play this, nobody's gonna listen to it.
Right.
And then I hit up Shine, and then I started going to a studio, and then we became close, and then just started. He opened me new connections to the music in Storm Lake.
Okay.
Yeah, cause
that's what's up.
Yeah, Storm Lake has its history, like the old times too.
Yeah.
Now, like everything is just. Like, it's a wave. Like, there's always been a wave.
You're a part of it, homie.
Yeah.
You're a part of history now.
Yeah, that's facts.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You don't make this much noise and then not be. I'm telling you, all you gotta do is just keep it going. Don't fall off, and you'll be on your way. Even if some of your songs don't hit, fuck it, wait, make another one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Or just take your time and then just chill for a little bit and then make another one.
Yeah.
You know, boom, take your time. Just take your time with it. It's a fucking marathon, as Nipsey says. It's a marathon. It's not a race. You're not meant to finish this shit right now, you know?
Yeah.
We trying to go slow, low and slow. That's how our people do. But with that being said, VSACHXCKY333 in the motherfucking building.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate y'all watching. If you stick with us still, you know, that little break and shit, don't worry about that. We right back on this shit. We got Thanksgiving coming up tomorrow. This is when this filmed. But yeah, with that being said, bro, I appreciate you being on the podcast, homie. Hell yeah. And with that being said, we fucking out this bitch, y'all. Doses.